Now, this is some breaking news today from Google, and unless you've been, well, not even living under a rock, just not really living for the last decade or so, you'll know what Google is, and this breaking news update will be relevant to you. It's also likely, as well, if you haven't been living under a rock, that you've heard of something called Chat GPT. I've been talking about it personally quite a lot just because I like being a contrarian and talking against the status quo. So I've been talking about the risks of using it for SEO. However, Google today have announced their own version of ChatGPT. Obviously, that's not what it is because it is OpenAI software that they're integrating into their search engine. They're announcing what that is, what it means for Google and the world, and how it will look today. Because this is breaking news and quite literally a press release from Google themselves, I'm kind of excusing myself and allowing myself to just read off the screen. So Google have stated today that they've reoriented the company around AI entirely 6 years ago because they see AI as the most important way that they can deliver on their mission. And their mission is coined as to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. Well, I suppose if you do know a little bit about AI and you've used things like ChatGPT, you will know that, well, they're probably right. I mean, and they're Google, so of course they're going to be right. What do we know? And they've said that today, the scale of the largest AI computations is doubling every 6 months, which far outpaces Moore's law. I did have to Google this. Moore's law states that the number of transistors on a microchip doubles every 2 years. The law claims that we can expect the speed and capability of our computers to increase every 2 years because of this, yet we'll pay less for them. So Google are saying that because of AI and because of what they've been doing over the last 6 years, we're outpacing Moore's law in that. Doesn't really mean much to me. That's like talking in a different language, really. But I'm sure that's interesting to other people that know much more about tech. So they've announced their AI integration, which is called Bard, B-A-R-D. I mean, come on, Google. I would have thought they'd have a bit of a cooler name, but it kind of rolls off the tongue a little bit better than ChatGPT, I guess. So they have announced that they've been working on an experimental conversational AI service powered by Lambda, L-A-M-D-A. Language model. Again, someone who knows much more about tech will be able to respect that and understand it better than me. And they're calling it Bard. Today, we're taking another step forward, they said, by opening it up to trusted testers ahead of making it more widely available to the public in the coming weeks. So we've seen now what this looks like and how this acts on our phones and our devices. Some users do have immediate access to it, but if you don't, you're going to get it very, very soon. They've said, Google have said that Bard seeks to combine the breadth of the world's knowledge with the power, intelligence, and creativity of our large language models. It draws on information from the web to provide fresh, high-quality responses. Bard can be an outlet for creativity and a launchpad for curiosity, helping you to explain new discoveries from NASA's James Webb Space Telescope to a 9-year-old, or learn more about the best strikers in football right now, and then get drills to build your skills. I assume from what they've said there, they're trying to show that we can answer all your random queries just like you've been using with ChatGPT. You know, they're trying to appease how easy it could be, you know. Google have gone on to say that one of the most exciting opportunities is how AI can deepen our understanding of information and turn it into useful knowledge more efficiently, making it easier for people to get to the heart of what they're looking for and get things done. When people think of Google, they often think of turning to us for quick factual answers, like how many keys does a piano have? But increasingly, people are turning to Google for deeper insights and understanding, like is the piano or guitar easier to learn, and how much practice does it need? Learning about a topic like this is a lot of effort to figure out what you really need to know, and people often want to explore a diverse range of opinions and perspectives. AI can be helpful in these moments, synthesizing insights for questions when there's no one right answer. Now, this is really, really interesting. When a lot of conversation was around AI taking over Google, taking over search engines, it'd never be the case. Humans and human psychology, we want options. We don't just want to ask something and then be given it and go, okay, brilliant, thanks very much, and walk away with that information without questioning it. So Google are admitting that here and admitting that they're going to go forward and integrate that with their own AI and give options with their AI answers, which I think is the next stage. It's because then it's not just artificial gathering information and providing it, because that's a search engine, that's what it does anyway. It's artificial intelligence as what it should be, you know. So that's it. That's Bard. It is literally breaking news. It's today. What's my opinion? How do I think this is going to play out? I think it's going to be really interesting to analyze Google Search Console's analytics and see how this affects organic traffic to websites. From what I've seen, from what Bard looks like in search engine ranking pages, it's taking up real estate and taking up positions at the top. Now, when you consider the impact that the Google ad results at the top and bottom of pages has on getting traffic through your rankings, that's significant. And if something like this is taking up the complete above the fold on a mobile device, for example, it's going to be a lot more effort for a user to scroll and find you. So if you're ranking 6th now compared to ranking 6th when Bard is out for everyone, that 6th could feel a little bit different to the current 6th, if that makes sense. So my prediction is that we're going to see some fluctuations. We're going to see some interesting traffic movements. But yeah, this is breaking news. Going to be interesting to see how it plays out. Let me know what you think.